In this tutorial, we're going to talk about advanced Joomla template techniques, parameters. Now, parameters are basically just options that you can add to your template so a user can change your template to suit themselves. We're going to look at one simple one, and then I'm going to show you a great tutorial on some of the more complex parameters that you can use. So there are 5 steps to adding a parameter to your template. Some of these you only have to do once, but let's dive in. So the first thing you have to do is add the code from the session notes below to your template Details.xml file. This is where all of your parameters are stored. Now let me go over this really quickly. The param name is bgcolor, and this is important because this is how your index.php file is going to find this variable. The type of the option is a list, and that can be formatted in several different ways. The default is white, which is really important in case somebody doesn't choose an option. The label is bgcolor, and the description is background color. The options are blue, red, green, and white. Open a param statement, close a param statement, open params, close params. Really important again. We've mentioned that several times. So that's step number 1, updating our template details.xml. Step number 2 is to create a blank params.ini file. So let's go ahead and do that. Params.ini. When I select an option for my template, the value is stored in this file. And it's important that this file then be writable, of course. So we'll just double check that. In Coda, I just press Command I, and 644 is fine. It should not be 444 or 755. Files are usually created at 644. So we're good there, and leave that blank. 2 more things we need to do before we can actually make this work. We need to add the appropriate CSS to our template file so that when we select an option, it knows what to do with it. So copy and paste the code from below, body.blue, body.red, green, and white. And this, of course, is going to give the option to the template for blue, red, green, and white. Save that file. The next step then is to change how the body is called by the template. Grab the code from below and change that body statement to this. Body class equals php echo $this params get bgcolor. Now let me explain what this is doing. Body, of course, and then adding a class to it. PHP goes and grabs the parameter from our params.ini file for whatever value is there from bgcolor. So Joomla knows to go and look at this params.ini file, grab what it needs, and then apply the appropriate CSS. So let's hit save. So now we're ready. Let's go back over to our template, click on New Template, and our parameter file, templates, new template, params.ini is writable. That's good. Background color is white. Let's change that to blue. Hit save. Come back over to our template and hit refresh. As I said earlier, ugly but functional. So it's as simple as that to add parameters. Let's go back and change that to green. Sometimes once you've made a change, you'll see this is unwritable. That's not always the case, so go ahead and change it anyway. Hit save. And now our background is green. So it's that simple to add options for your users. Now I have to be honest with you. Most of my template design is custom in that my clients ask for something very specific. So I rarely use parameters because they're customized templates that the client has asked for. So you might not use this a lot, but if you have a site where you want to give the user an option, and again it's the administrative user an option here, parameters gives you great flexibility, especially if you're planning on selling some of these different templates that we are working on. Let's just take a look quickly at JB Elevate 2. This is a Joomla Bamboo template, and here are all of the parameters that they've done. Superfish, panel menu, template width, logo style, background image. So again, you can really create a lot of different looks and feels to your templates using parameters. To take a look at their template details file, you'll see here under params all of the different options laid out, param names, option values, all of those things. And then all of that gets written into the various CSS files. This has just been a really quick introduction. For a more complete tutorial on template parameters, go to docs.joomla.org/tutorial and you'll see all of the various options that you can build into your templates. Really way cool, powerful stuff here that you can build in simply by using template parameters.